Shri Gurubhyo Namah Hari Om. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So yesterday we saw three sadhanas. The first sadhana we can add it with the mantra or the prana, etc. We saw that. That's a good sadhana. It can be practiced. If you want to practice it with mantra, it is okay, better. The second sadhana is a dangerous sadhana. The third sadhana with fire. Second and third is with fire. Fire internal, fire external and internal. That's the difference. Fire in the body and fire burning the whole creation. That's the difference between second and third sadhana yesterday. Practice of that is very dangerous. I told you even before I started it. It heats up the body very wildly, not just a normal heat up. See, past 2 days, even now, you can see my voice is not proper. My body heated up so much. Like, I didn't even practice it for 10 minutes. When I made you to practice, I was visualizing how it goes. And I was explaining it, visualizing it. That is the period, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 6 minutes probably, maximum. Let us say 10 minutes. Only 10 minutes. And this is the situation. So that is not a sadhana which we need to practice. We have enough. Just japa is good enough. Okay. Now next. The second sadhana is with reference to the body. The third sadhana is with reference to the creation. Okay. Remember that. Now. Svadehe jagato vāpi sūkṣmasūkṣmatarāṇi tattvāni yāni nilayaṃ dhyātvā ante vyajyate parā. Svadehe jagato vāpi sūkṣmasūkṣmatarāṇi tattvāni yāni nilayaṃ dhyātvā ante vyajyate parā. Svadehe jagato vāpi. So the second sadhana yesterday was with reference to the body in fire. And the third sadhana is the whole creation on fire. Now here he says this sadhana, this you can either practice it with your body or with the external world. So instead of splitting it as two sadhanas, he is clubbing it as one sadhana. So now what should I do? Wherever, internal or external, wherever, you have to meditate on dhyātvā. You have to meditate on the subtle to the subtler to the subtlest in the creation, in those creations. Then when you go to the cause of each one of them, you merge the effect into the cause. When you go to the cause of each one of them, finally the supreme manifests, parā vyajyate, the supreme manifests. This is the anaupaya. So we can practice this. So what he says is, see, svadehe, in one's body. What is the gross state of the body? The flesh, then the bone, the marrow, then the blood, then the semen or the egg, then the cause for that, 5 elements. So this is how the meditation goes. Okay, with reference to the body. Now with reference to the creation, 5 elements. The cause for 5 elements, tanmatra we call it. The cause for tanmatra is see here this is common. See the creation, when the Sankyans explain, he says prakriti mahat ahankara tanmatra panchamahabhuta, like that. Prakriti is the cause. Its effect is a mahat. Mahat is a collective ego. Then ahankara, individual ego. Then from that comes the pancha tanmatra, the 5 basic elements without any mix, the pure 5 elements. Then the 5 elements, which is the mixed up state. Okay, so that is the creation. Now, whether you go for gross or subtle, whether you go for the world or the whole creation or the body, wherever you have to come down, boil down to the pancha tanmatra, which you have to 5 basic elements, which you have to merge in the ego, ahankara, which you have to merge in the collective ego, magata, which you have to merge in the prakriti, the cause. Okay, then that is the only thing. Prakriti is only effect. It is not, it is cause and effect. Okay, but it is not an effect of anything. It is cause of everything. It is not an effect of anything. The Mahat is cause of ahankara and effect of a prakriti. But prakriti is not an effect of anything. It is the cause of everything. Now that is existing where? In the Paramashiva. Because this prakriti is a pseudo-existent thing. Shakti is pseudo-existent. She is not real. Okay, so you merge it in the Shiva. So only Paramashiva manifests. That is the idea. Okay. So this Anupaya, you can meditate upon all the gross to be merging in the subtle, and finally the subtle, whatever is the subtlest, that merges in the Bhairava, Shiva. Okay. Now next. Pīnāṃ durbalāṃ śaktiṃ. So the idea is whatever is an effect that merges in its cause. The effect of pot merges in its cause, clay. That is the idea. So whatever is effect, you have to merge it in the cause. You have to find the cause and merge it in the cause. Okay. Whole creation. Now we don't know the Mahat Tattva, etc. So whole creation. Okay, what is this coming from? The 5 basic elements, atoms. Okay, atoms. And then what? Quark. Go to the quark. And then what? It has to have existence. Merge it in that. So whichever way you follow that the subtlest merges in the Shiva Tattva. Okay. Pīnāṃ durbalāṃ śaktiṃ dhyātvā dvādaśagocare praviśya hṛdaye dhyāyan muktaḥ svātantryamāpnuyāt. Pīnāṃ durbalāṃ śaktiṃ dhyātvā dvādaśagocare dhyātvā praviśya hṛdaye dhyāyan muktaḥ svātantryamāpnuyāt. Pīnāṃ means fat. Durbalāṃ means weak. So fat and lean. So, okay, Shakti is fat and lean. Meditating the fat and lean of the Shakti in the Dvādasha and merge it in the heart, then one becomes that a Paramashiva Tattva. Dhyātvā svātantryamāpnuyāt. He gains the independence. Independence means liberation from all the bondage. Okay. Pīnāṃ. Pīnāṃ means stout, fat. What is stout, fat? The breath. Okay. And durbala means weak. Weak means lean. Okay. So the prana, what is fat? After eating things and all, your body becomes fat. When your body becomes fat, the prana also becomes laborious, means that is also fat. But when you practice this sadhana of pranayama not of yogis, pranayama prescribed in this, which is a focusing on the entering and exit of prana, or the dvādasha. So the dvādasha can be, as we said, dvādasha can be any place. We can focus on the heart, we can focus on the throat, we can focus on the nose, we can focus on the eyebrow, we can focus on the top of the head, anywhere. But that should be merged in the heart. So the easy type of focus is to focus on the heart, which is again the dvadasha. So dvadashanta and heart are not different. If you are focusing on some other place, then you have to finally merge it in the heart. If you are not focusing it on any other place, you are focusing on the heart itself. That is the dvadashanta. You don't have to run behind anything. When you do that, then finally what happens? Pranaha, when you do pranayama, the yogis say, dirghascha sūkṣmaha, the prana becomes elongated and very subtle. Now we know when we are going to focus on the prana, when you are going to focus on anything, leave alone prana and anything, what happens? It becomes very lean. You don't even realize that you are breathing. I already told you this, right? So that is what happens. When that state goes to the finality, then you become the Parameshwara Swarupa, the Bhairava Swarupa. Okay? This is also an Ana Upaya. This also can be practiced. You have to practice on the heart, the Dvadashanta, where the prana rises and settles. You are not seeing outside, you are seeing inside. Like I said, the first sadhana yesterday, that sadhana, you can focus on prana also, I said. The same sadhana you have to do. See, sadhana may seem to be similar, but their approach is different. That is the thing. Okay? Now, bhuvanādhvādirūpeṇa cintayetkramaśo'khilam sthūlaśūkṣmaparasthityā yāvadante manolayaḥ bhuvanādhvādirūpeṇa cintayetkramaśo'khilam sthūlaśūkṣmaparasthityā yāvadante manolayaḥ. Bhuvanādhvādirūpeṇa, the creation, the world and all the creation, when you focus then it in sequence, in order, in the order of gross, subtle and the supreme, then ultimately when the mind merges, when the mind disappears, then Paramashiva, the para state, that manifests. Okay. Bhuvanādhvādirūpeṇa cintayetkramaśo'khilam sthūlaśūkṣma, in gross and subtle. Bhuvanādhvādi, etc. means bhuvana, the creation, the world, tattvā, the different systems which are accepted here. Okay, then kala, different gradations. We are not going to get into this. We already saw this. Whatever you remember, that is what it is. This is a Shakta Upasana. Those seem to be similar to the previous Upasana. This is Shakta Upasana because this is talking about subtler things of the Shaiva Siddhanta. Okay, you need to have Kala Diksha, etc. for practicing this, because Kala is the subtlest state. So you gain that merging the gross to the subtle, it is easy. That's called Kala Diksha. It's an initiation. So this is very subtle thing. I don't know. Not many people follow any of this. This is impossible for anyone to follow. So therefore, this is Shakta Upasana. Shakta Upaya. Okay. Now, Bhuvana, Tattva, Kala. This is gross. The subtle is Sūkṣma is again 3. Because there are 6 tattvas, advas, creations they call it. What are they? The subtle 3 is the pada, word, mantra, a mantra, and varna, syllable. Syllable is the subtlest. From syllable, a mantra comes into existence. A mantra is a word. Word, mantra, and syllable. So you come in this order of a decrease. So when you come to the cause of each, for the pada, mantra is the cause. For the mantra, the varna is the cause. Okay. For the world, the tattva is the cause. For the tattva, the kala are the cause. Okay. So when you do it in that order, when you merge it in that order, the effect in the cause, same effect in the cause, merging effect in the cause is what is said here. Then finally, the mind disappears. When the mind disappears, then the paraprishta, that superior state of Shiva manifests. It is said, Advatito bhavet Shivaha. When you are beyond the Adva, the creation cycle, then you are the Shiva. See, the Adva cycle, when we talk about the Adva cycle, we are not accepting the creation to be real again. Vishvam darpana drishyamana nagarim, that is what is accepted here also. The creation is like a reflection in the mirror. Okay, so finally the Shakti, Parameshwara Shakti, she gets experienced. Means the knowledge, she, one who is of the form of knowledge, manifests. It is said, similar thing, the Bhavana etc. is said in some other Tantra, Bhuvanādhvādirūpeṇa vāchyam padādivācakam trayam śaktiṛetat shad śaktiṛetat cha advāshatkam śaktiṃ maheshwarah. We saw this earlier, the same shloka. Śaktiṛetat advāshatkam śaktiṃ maheshwarah māyāṃ tu prakritim vidyāt māyanam tu maheshwaram, with reference to that we saw. Okay, Shvetasara Upanishad. So what does he say? Bhuvanādhvādirūpeṇa vāchyam. Vāchyam means a word. Bhuvana, etc. three. What are they? Bhuvana, tattvā and kala. They are called as vācya. And padādi vācakam trayam. Pada three. Pada, etc. three is called as vācaka. Pada, mantra, varna. They are called as vācaka. Now, vācya and vācaka, these are the different creations. Name and form. Vācya is name and vācaka is form. Name and form is what is creation is. Adva is creation, okay? Name and form is what is creation is. So, the creation is only of these 6 types. And that is the power, Shakti. And the one who is builder of that Shakti is Maheshwaraha. Okay? We'll see this. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.